Hello everybody, I'm JackieKCooper, and today is not an entertainment rundown per se, but this is in response to the fact that a lot of y'all have been sending me comments and saying top 5 or 10 favorite actors, give me a list of this, give me a list of that. And I do read, I try to read every comment that comes in. And so today I got to thinking about this week, and I thought I'm gonna, we're going through this coronavirus thing, and we're, pretty much confined to our homes. And if we're watching movies, then we want something that's, kind of movies of hope, or reason to feel good after you watch it. This is a capture in time thing, and I'm gonna give you the 5 movies that I think that you can watch that you will feel better for after watching them, and you'll get a message from each one. That's the standard that I was thinking of, the one that, when you finish the movie, you think, oh, I learned something from that, or that really made me feel good, or, maybe I can be a better person because these people were better people. So number 5 is a movie called Sweet November. I don't know if many of you have ever heard of it, but it came out in 1968, 52 years ago. How about that? And it starred Sandy Dennis and Anthony Newley, or Sir Anthony Newley. He was knighted. And Sandy Dennis plays a woman who has projects, and her projects are people. And every month she selects one man who is having problems of one type or another, and she moves him in with her and spends the 31 days try to make that person a better person. And in the movie, she's picking the person for November, and it's Anthony Newley's character. He's a man who's just consumed by business. He's always checking his phone, his watch, what time is it, whatever. And she wants him to appreciate life without it all passing him by. But this movie will show what power we have to affect each other, and it's romantic and dramatic, and I really think you'll enjoy it. The movie is over when you've watched it and you've seen how someone's life has been enhanced through the power of love, or friendship, or companionship, that you will appreciate it. So Sweet November, that's number 5 on my list. Number 4, this goes on all my lists just about. Number 4 is Love Actually. And this movie came out in 2003. I can't believe it's been that long since this movie came out. But it was a variety of stories that took place in England. Hugh Grant's character is the Prime Minister of England. His sister is played by Emma Thompson. And, Colin Firth is in the movie. It's just got a huge cast, and it's got all of these stories that are connected in some way, some in small ways, and others. And primarily all the stories are love stories. Some are sad, some are happy, some are, lifelong, long-lasting, some are short-term. But it's just a combination. And the overreaching theme is that in our lives, the love that we share with our family, with our friends, with whoever, that's what's really important. And all of these stories are an affirmation of that. And some of them are flippant. You think that doesn't belong in here because some of these others are so serious. But they all, it's like a quilt. They're all a patch work, on a quilt sewn together. And I just love the movie. I've seen it over and over and over, and just liked everything about it. So if you're one of the people, rare people, that have never seen Love Actually, then make sure that you do it, that you watch it. It appears on television every once in a while. It's on all of the pay services, DVD, whatever, you can get a hold of it. So, number 3, and this movie comes from 1988, and it's big. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks plays, a boy, miraculously a fortune teller like machine. Ends up, he wants to be big. He wants to be grown up. Well, he gets his wish. He becomes, he transforms into the body of an adult. But he still has the mind and attitude of a boy. And, it's how he reacts to people, in the adult world who think that he is an adult, while his mind, he still has the same thought processes of being a boy. And it's just amazingly entertaining film. And it's probably one of the best things to me that Tom Hanks has ever done. I know he's done a lot of dramatic things that he's won numerous awards for. But he was the perfect actor at the perfect time to portray this man who was a boy inside. Elizabeth Perkins co-starred with him. This is the one that has the famous dance number on the big, piano keyboard on the floor. It's in a toy store. So, that's one of the highlights of the film. But the overall movie is good. And it shows that, when we retain sometimes that childlike awe of things, if we can retain that, if we can hold on to that, then we can make our way in the world, and people will be, influenced by us one way or the other, just because we are seeing the world through more innocent eyes. And that's the theme of the film. My number 2 film, Mrs. Doubtfire. And that was from 1993. I mean, these movies have been around a while, but this is the movie starring Robin Williams, and he is at his best in this film. Sally Field is his co-star. They play a couple who just cannot make their marriage work, and they get a divorce. They have children. I think they have 3 children. And he is grieving because he feels like he's losing his children. He's not, he's not getting the chance to be with them, to see them every day in their formative years. And he comes up with a scheme that his wife is looking for a nanny for the children, kind of housekeeper, etc. And he disguises himself as an older woman, Mrs. Doubtfire, and gets hired by Sally Field, to take care of the family. It's a beautiful story, just so full of good messages and strong lines. And at the time I saw the movie, some of my friends were going through divorce and were seeing, being afraid that they weren't going to have the relationship with their children, or how it was going to affect the children. And this basically was one of the most serious films about divorce that I think that I had seen up to that time. And it really gave people hope for what they were going through. Then the children have got to be considered. You've got to keep their well-being uppermost in your mind. But just a beautiful film that will, oh gosh, when it's over with, you're sad, you're happy, you're all the emotions. But I think you will really enjoy it. So mark that one down. When I was thinking what would be my number 1 film, to show, teach a lesson or whatever, I go back to a movie that came out in 2016, not that long ago, and it's called Hacksaw Ridge. And it was a true story of Desmond Doss. And he was in World War II. He was a conscientious objector. He did not believe in killing, but he wanted to serve. And there were complications. They tried to bar him from going in the military. They tried to get him out once he made it in. But then he actually went into battle, and he was working as a medic and did miraculous things of rescue. And he was just an average person. He wasn't a superhero. This is a true story, but he was a man of faith. he was a man of conviction, he was a man of courage. And he pulled all of those elements together. And Andrew Garfield plays Desmond Doss. Teresa Palmer, who I talked about a few videos ago, who was starring in a movie called Ride Like a Girl, she plays his wife. It's just a beautiful movie to watch. It's really had an impact on me. I was just stunned by the power of the film. So, if you want something that will really inspire you to be a better person, and we can all be better people, then watch Hacksaw Ridge. So those are 5 movies that I hope you'll look up, that you'll watch. Send me your comments. Go ahead and make sure you're a subscriber so we can communicate on YouTube and all. And let me know what you think. And let me know what movies have inspired you. So that's a good way to go. But for today, this has been JackieKCooper, and I gave you a list. This is a list of movies that give us hope and inspire us.